everyone. I am sorry about the last time that I wasn't exactly there. I don't remember the 12th at all. I don't even think there was a 12th, or at least through my eyes, at least. Um, I woke up to a note saying, from a long string of numbers saying that they didn't do it because they didn't know exactly what to do. So I am very sorry for that. So I guess welcome back to Tiffin. Yeah, please sit back, relax, grab a snack, put me on a side monitor, or play and even play along. So World 1, we head in. If we go ahead and I may need to make a better piece of iron. I may need to make more iron gear. Maybe another sword will probably. And yeah, our entire. Okay, it seems we only have 4 of these. Let's check everything here. Let's. Alright, let's head down over through here. Let's see here. What do we what is our difficulty? Alright. Alright, so the first things that's... Oh, wrong way. We need to head this way. It's been a hot minute since sometimes I tend to does anyone else just like space out and just look off into the distance? I can't be the only one. Gonna steal a couple of these. I'm gonna go ahead and put the other one back up here, and I'll have it as like a spare. So I know this sword is gonna disappear by the end of this one here is gonna disappear by the end of the video. So let's so if we head over through here, we're gonna have that just like that. So so there is so we need a bit of greenery that is not just the grass. It's not just this grass here. Or like some sort of or like some sort of like plant-like structures. We could probably pull that off, right? Excuse me. It's gonna require us to find some. It's gonna require us to grow some things. So what we're gonna need to do is let's take this. We're gonna be needing several trees. I'm gonna be needing a few trees. fact, that's probably way too many. But it'll do exactly what we want. So first, it starts off with the fact that we need to, well, grow multiple oak trees. So if we comparison right now, what we're gonna have here what I'm gonna be trying to do here is, well, alright. So this, I know this looks really weird at first, but like, we need to then go like this. So now the chances of these will, now we just gotta wait for these to grow, which will take the longest. We're gonna, this will end up showing that because like making custom trees in this version is not as easy. But I guess, but like, I mean, like, you gotta get a bit creative around it. A lot of this is not going to. Let's see here. How should I, this and like, flatten it? I could flatten it from here, which by doing that, I can make it nice and flat, but then I'm gonna have like this divot over here. I just want to keep this being like less work than possible, and then with this, I'm probably just gonna end up taking all of this sand here, since it's gonna be covered up anyways. I'll have to make a couple of shovels to make some shovels. Which I think I think currently currently my entire brain's just kind of tired, garbled, and a bit done for. Our mom thinks it's just our mom thinks we're just lacking our meds, but like it's not quite that. I've already told her that like half the time they didn't even work, so in fact, like not even like half the time, they just outright didn't work like after a while. Which yeah, you could which like yeah, you could try to like fix it, but obviously like that you could only put me on such a high dose before it's too much for a literal human body. I would like all of this just because I think this looks nice. Because I need these. No, nothing in particular, just because I need a ton of sand. Either way, I'm gonna be needing a ton of sand. And by grabbing this, I can fill this in with dirt. Can fill this in with dirt, and it'll seem like nothing ever happened. Alright. So now that that's done, kind of, like, now I just, I think now the main thing I just have to do is, well, start clearing this out. Sounds like a little, I cannot remember what we exactly did last. Brain's kind of a little far, a little too far away for that, but that's okay. Funnily enough, you can almost play Skyblock in this version. Like, obviously, you can't crouch, and some people I know can't live without crouching. And I think crouching was added way later as well, so honestly, like, I'm kind of used to the Pocket Edition way of bridging as well. Because I think it's just, like, nicer overall. Like, yeah, it was, which, like, yeah, like, I didn't figure out that it was a thing until, like, until I did it by accident, and then I just kind of, which, I mean, like, it does happen, right? But, I mean, like, you're not gonna, like, know everything from the start, and heck, like, I started in Pocket. Like, Pocket Edition is where I started. It's, like, kind of makes me want to go back and play it again, but I could, I could, even if it's just not, like, even if it's just like even if it's just short, I could. It'd be, like, even if it's just a shorter even if it's just like a shorter series, and or even just like not every single day. Because, like, there is a thing for Pocket Edition that you can find online. I believe it's called Minecraft Pi Edition, I believe, where you can then play Pocket Edition Alpha and such. It's quite neat. There's a lot of, like, there's, I mean, like, there's a, and and I know, which, like, I know, like, there's, like, I know a lot of people don't seem to, get why other people would play an older version. Which, I mean, like, I guess that's just you. You have, like, so much to do. But, like, I don't like that much to do. Like, sometimes you just want to, like, restrict yourself. Right? Because, like, even, like, in Vintage Story, even whenever you have, like, full steel tools, you're still very restricted. Like, you still have restrictions. You, like, maybe you want this rock for your building, right? Like, let's say, like, you've been trying to find let's say you're trying to find a rock. I don't think real light is in the game. Um, But like, correct me if I'm wrong if you've seen Real Light. But like, you'd have to go and find and search of that rock. Like, same thing with like sandstone and such. And with sandstone, but like most common of all, like granite, right? You also can't just like take the whole thing. You just don't take your spawn for granite. I know. Yeah, I know. Very cheap joke. So it's a joke you might take for granted. Uh, but recently I figured out that the game has diorite. I didn't even know that it had diorite. And I wasn't sure if it was just a mod or whatever. But I thought that was pretty cool that there was some I just thought it was quite cool that there was that there was that there was that there were other types of rock. You know, one thing I could do is I could also take this area here and try to like flatten the edges and kind of like give it an edge, I guess, like a ledge made of a tougher block, so it doesn't look like you have like some really loose soil and such. Feels like you because like that seems like a safety hazard. So yet again, I'm gonna ignore that everything else is a literal safety hazard. That up there's a literal safety hazard. In real life, that would not be surviving this long. But we're just gonna ignore that. And just pretend that I'm actually speaking. Feathers, arrows, and we should be able to. Alright. Anything else in that area? No. Okay, good. Accidentally fell in here. I think a lot of this would be literal. Yeah, this. I mean, like this entire hole is not a hazard as a whole. Though yet again, in real life, that would be falling. This sand does not match the stone. Weirdly enough. Like too off tone from each other. That gravel, like the second variant of gravel, kind of matches alongside of this, right? Like, yeah, some people like this. I might actually like retexture that as well. That would be kind of fun. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe because like I don't like the like if you've ever seen the like latest version of gravel, like what are you doing? Like what are they doing with the gravel? Like your second variant was perfect. Now it looks even more messy than that. Or at least in my opinion. I don't know, like I don't know, I'm just no, I'm just complaining. I'm just complaining as I say this as I'm playing. As I'm playing a very old version. Though to be fair, I also do play multiple versions. Like, but this is like a comfort version, but yet again, this is also a comfort version. Gravel, sand. Let's continue to put all of our sand efforts into here. Oh, look at all of that. Ton of sand, and eventually we could probably start heading to make the glass blowing area. I don't know what I would make for the shop that would just literally sell dirt. I'll just literally quote sell dirt. Wait, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do with that. Before I even do anything with I want to make a giant mushroom using these here. I. You were doing the same thing, keyboard. You were doing the same thing yesterday when I was playing Sea of Thieves. Please don't. But yeah, if you want to see like me play a bit of Sea of Thieves, just ask. I could bring on a friend with his at least with I can ask a friend to show up with me, and we'll have because like one, I'm not good at the game. Two, I kind of don't really need to be good at the game. Like I don't really care if I'm good at a game, if that makes sense. Wait, was I? Oh. Oh, I thought I was I am climbing it at this edge of the block. What the? How big is your hitbox? Just like that. Okay, but your climb box is a little higher. Interesting. Oh yeah, this is also the version where I could use way less ladders. So if I wanted a ladder, I can go boom, boom. And have one up here, and I could just go boom, boom every other one. Oh, this was like way before they fixed it as well. I think they fixed it around like 1.2, like release, I think. Was it? Or maybe it was 1.5 release. It was it was a way older release version. I'm gonna need to collect some sheep while I'm at it. I think, how would I, alright, apparently I'm gonna be, so I'm following some instructions I was given by, think, like, No Number went out of their way to, like, map out a mushroom in her head, right, and wanted one planted somewhere. They haven't told me where, but, like, but it's, like, a huge, like, white mushroom. Utilizing apparently grass, stone slabs, and stone for a bit of like highlight, I guess. I assume like I assume the stone is to like break everything up a little. Not like cobblestone, like literal stone. We'll end up seeing why that's the case. Oh, it's supposed to cover like darker spots where like it's a little dirtier. I think that's what they're trying to do. That's kind of neat, actually. Wait, they might actually be onto something with that. I'm not good at organics, so we'll figure it out. I said to put it like somewhere like right near the bakery. Oh. No, what we just gotta do is we gotta wait for the... Now we just gotta wait for the other ones. Still, I mean, like, I think, we just kinda gotta let those grow. We'll end up, we'll probably not see that for a while. Like, 25 minutes in, and I think I planted it around, like, 10 minutes in. Which, I mean, like, you gotta love it whenever you have, whenever you've got, headmates that actually, that, have a ton of, ideas, have, like, their own ideas, down to, like, some of them even knowing, like, biology, or even, like, genetic engineering, I guess, as well. Like, there's, like, Notimer knows, like, way too many types of engineering. It's ridiculous. Though, yet again, most of the time, they just prefer to, like, keep it to themselves. I don't know, like, maybe it's, like, I don't know what exactly causes them to think like that, right? Think like what I'm wondering if it's, alright, let's have this grow, specifically this tree. When we let that go down, we're gonna probably do one tree at a time. I could also, since I don't need this anymore, I'm gonna try to do I'm gonna do things a little more random as well. Like, cause like one, you could like try to like this, you could have this be completely random. Which this is why however, like, this isn't gonna always be fully consistent, and there's really nothing you can do about that inconsistency. You can't fully control it. I don't think, or at least I don't think you can control it. Control how the trees grow. If you know how to control how trees grow, you can, or at least if, like, cause, like, I don't even think you can do that in modern versions either. Causes them to, like, not grow. Bakeries. Now this is a very nice spot. You would sit here, the person you're going out with, and then you can look off into the distance. Maybe this right here is a bit too much. Oh, I don't know what else. Kind of makes it where it's hard to see. I think, wasn't I gonna clear out that? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna just clear out the trees over there. My armor's seen way better days. I don't think my armor's gonna last very long. Why does the spiders always go in particularly that spot? It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that they all pathfind there. Oh, shoot. Jumped. Got jumped by somebody. It was a spider. Spider, you can't just outright try to jump me like that. I mean, like, I guess it can. Just wants me dead, I guess. It's alright. Let's see here. It did seem like an item was flying at me. Well, recently I went to play some, like, big dig. Like, that was kind of fun. Though yet again, the amount of ores everywhere was kind of my weakness. Cause one, if I see a whole ore vein, I have the largest of temptations to just mine the entire vein. Which is why mods like Vein Miner appease me so much. Cause one, I don't have to. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how best to fix this. Because for some reason they don't drop 100% of the blocks that they destroy. I hate, oh gosh, I hate dealing with creepers sets sometimes. Yeah, even the easiest way of dealing with them works best when you can sprint. I could build tiny meteors in them. Oh no, like, I don't know, I guess, I don't know, I'll build I don't know, like, what I usually do with creeper holes is I just build small little rocks in the holes and kind of like, and just kind of make them look like... We good? Can you not jump? Apparently not. Did you just teleport? I literally just saw that guy teleport. I don't know, maybe it was just distance. But yeah, like, that's usually what I tend to do with creeper holes. Like, I would, like, quote, fix them by giving them an extra chunk of character. The winner is me. I always win. I'm joking. Oh, that's... Oh no, my helmet. Oh, there goes my head protection. Well then, my head's not going... Well then, I guess there goes the most important piece of armor. Which, by the way, yes, that is the most important piece of armor, is for your head. You can even go out of your way and quote me about it as well. Because one, your head is the most important thing to protect. Right? Like, especially like if you're like utilizing armor and such. Some people like for those of you who are wondering what the best places to protect yourself is, one, the pauldrons were a very common thing because one, having them separate were quite good to have your shoulders blocked. That also helps keep your arms in check. You can also your hands kind of can't swing a weapon without your hands now, can you? If your fingers get cut off, it's not going to be easy to hold. You can't really hold I mean, you guess you can. It's just not going to be very practical. I guess you could. Like, where's my sword? Maybe I mean, yeah, you can. Well, okay, you can. I did it without even moving my thumbs and such. You can, but I wouldn't fight like that. Your guard's not gonna be the best. Like, how are you spawning at night? Is it just the torches, I assume? Interesting. Ah, creepers. Okay. Alright, and... Oh, that almost destroyed my path. that would have been... That wouldn't have been fun. Alright. Come here, zombies. Alright, here we are. Pretty easy. There we go, that was easy. That was pretty easy. Now all we'd have to do is... We have a single one of these axes here. Oh, we have plenty of stone, I guess, as well. A lot of this needs to eventually go where it belongs. And currently, for me right now, that is not my... And currently, for me, that is not for current me to figure that one out. We're gonna be utilizing roughly the same technique that I'm gonna be using to, well, to make a custom tree that I will be using to make literally that I will be using to make hedges, to where as long as they're like touching like a block nearby, it will then it'll then like hold it there essentially. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple, right? This grass axe. It doesn't look for a log. It doesn't look for the wood here. It just looks for whether or not it's still attached to a natural block or whatever. Like, and then this here counts as like a block that it just attaches to. So like then you get points to like whenever it starts these disappear faster than in modern versions. Why? I have zero idea. But in modern, like you would be waiting like a good solid minute or so for that to do that. So here I'm just waiting like a couple of seconds. But yeah, as you can see, you're gonna notice that like, see how this has this attached? If you went like this, like that, like there's a certain distance still. There's a specific distance, but it still allows you to work with, well, you can still work with that as well. Alright, let's 24. We could make a iron axe actually. We could make a couple of iron axes to save us a little bit of time and such. I mean, but technically for like wood, you don't really need beyond like stone and whatnot. Like, depends on like how much time you really want to save. I ordered a couple of things. Right, like for like knitting and such. Well, like I'm gonna like And I also have I now have like a sewing kit as well to work with. I'm gonna be, um, I'm probably gonna have that as like a thing I work on in the background. Like, I don't plan to make any like real videos about it, right? Like, because like one, as much as I could, it wouldn't really like I have no idea. For one, you'd be having someone who has zero idea what the hell they're talking about for that subject, trying to talk about what they're trying to do. Mm. I think. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, one stone axe can clear that many. Can clear 64 logs, which is quite a bit actually. I'm gonna go grab those sheep. Because their cloth is probably the most, well, their wool is probably the most, useful. Please grab, thank you. Do you have any more that I can? Apparently not. I have no idea what I'd do with this. This definitely seems like an air. Like I haven't done or something. Oh my gosh. Oh, I could have like another dog right here. Why are there so many of these? Why are there so many of these flowers over here? I mean, there's so many yellow flowers. I could like that that they named them to dandelion. That's great. I think in my cyan rose, I think in the cyan rose, my beloved resource pack, what I did was like I like renamed a ton of things. Like the poppy is renamed to the cyan rose, except I put it in what Minecraft considered cyan, which I think is kind of lovely to do something like that. And I just realized my armor may need to be replaced soon. Actually, it does. There's like 3 pieces to it, and it's all basically it's all near busted. This just are you telling me this gives 0 armor? I don't, oh, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Okay, I think I know what's going on. So armor value, I think I might understand how armor value works now. In this version, yeah, the durability does depend on the amount of armor you have, obviously. That one's given. But I've also noticed that whenever you put armor together, right? I seem to realize that this isn't a regular this isn't a simple number. Like it's not a whole number, it seems. Seems like it's like cuz like I know like some numbers are like float and some which does their own thing. Which, by the way, if you use floats in the wrong area, it causes a couple of issues. Like, especially with... Uh, where did I find the... Oh, what is this? What is this little area here? Oh, small little cave area. It's kind of cool, actually. Could light that up, actually. I kind of want to... Could do something with that. I could do something with that. That would be kind of fun. Do something with that. It'd be quite fun. Um, which I'm gonna have to get all of these like this. I just realized I also need to actually farm the trees rather than just chop down the entire forest. Because one, the main hall right there is going. I think what I'm planning to do, I haven't really I haven't thought of like a plan of what to do with that fully, like what style of architecture I might be attempting. It's not gonna be as easy in this version, but I guess what can we do? I tend to not. I also tend to not like whole blocks and such. Like my brain just like has a weird vendetta against like whole blocks for like certain details. All right, let's take these home real quick. I'm gonna keep those there because I do not wish to bring them home. Because like I have way too many of them in my chest currently, and I would then feel like I need to make a dedicated chest for saplings. I believe if we let's see here. How's we head over through here and then we can go through here. You know, it's kind of weird that like it's kind of weird that like even after having a powerful PC, despite my younger self who would have pushed this thing to its limits, then there's just me. I don't really I still do that, just not with just not in the same way. Like I used to be able to I used to push it with like purely just overclocking with purely just with purely like with its pure raw power, and now I like push it with overclocking and such whenever I'm like playing a harder to run game and whatnot. And then eventually and then sometimes I've even went out of my way to partially modify drivers, which is I don't know, like maybe that's just I don't know, maybe that's just me that that went that far. I know like most people aren't going that far at all. It's like why would you? Like like why would the average person do that? I kind of want to I kind of want to have one of these that is just that has the ones that are cooked in one chest, and then the other have ones that are uncooked. So that way I know where everything is. And what I can do as well is, what if I placed it like right here? Let's place all of our... Actually, we'll place all of our cooked ones closer. We'll place the one that is all of our that has all the cooked ones closer. I think that'll... let's start by dropping as many of these as I can. And this is the... There we go, now we have a chest that is entirely dedicated to cooked food. Which means we can also make a single chest that is also dedicated to strictly bread. Whenever we actually have bread, I guess. Might as well grab it. Might as well make one for it right now. I know a ton of places just kind of just need like planks like this. I'll put like these in here. That way, like, it's wasting less. That way, it's not wasting any. Like, it kind of makes sense. Like, actually, I could. Wait, hold on a minute. Could just have like another one of these. I could have another. I could have a chest right here, right? And that could hold like firewood. Yeah. Now I can go like that. Start putting that like that. Yeah, there we go. Now we have a bit of firewood. Now there's a bit of firewood in here for whenever it wants to make so they have the firewood ordered directly from there. Look, it then looks like things are then ordered properly. It looks like things are being ordered throughout. Like as the example, the stonemason might order a couple bits of coal and whatnot. The glass, like they can all order like wood, and like we could just pretend it's charcoal. Oh, let me. That took. Alright, and now we have 4 stacks and 23. Which, this is 256. And then we have our... And then we have 279. If I got that correct. Yo, we now have over a stack of these yellow flowers. Look at that. It's a beautiful sight, isn't it? And then we can put that. Now we can put these 2 in there, and I can add this to our arrow pile. Let's see here. We're probably going to then need, like, we could go out of our way to, like, smelt up some more glass, but I think currently, like, we're not gonna be, we're not gonna smelt that until we actually need it. 40. Now we have a whole 40 pieces of sand to work with. We're did I even get all that anyways? Where did I get that again? I have zero idea. I've already lost track. So there we go. Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna go downwards and do a couple of more things for like storage. How I change how many with how many times I change my plans. It's insane. I mean, like, we always will keep, like, a chest filled with cobblestone in the house. Because, like, why wouldn't you? Like, that seems, it's like the smartest thing to do. Always have a chest filled with cobble. Now, yet again, I do regret, like, smelting these. I would have 9, I'd have, be able to, I'd be able to fill this out, fill this, I'll be able to fill that, and that, we're like, and then I'd be closer to finishing this entire wall with this color thing. I don't know, it like adds like a different color form. Well, I don't know, like I could like attempt to probably just do iron instead. But like I don't there's really not much use for gold in this version as far as I'm aware. I don't really know much of a use for it. Like I know like you can make weapons and gear out of it. But why would I do that if I don't want to? My entire... Just realized, my entire, just realized I kind of... Just realized my entire brain's just like, kind of like, soggy. I think that would be the correct term for it. It's like, it's just like, it just wants to, do something different. It wants to do something a little different as well. However, that's kind of what happens whenever, like, whenever my entire body decides I'm gonna activate emergency shutdown protocol. Because, like, for one, like, stress can cause that for me, so I end up, like, so then, like, emergency shutdown protocol commences. Well, mainly only if I'm overstressed than anything. It's only if I'm ever overstressed rather than, like, a regular stress. Oh gosh. Maybe I could just go out of my way and just kind of, like, decorate things a little. That's all that I can really think of doing currently. Really? Please stop. Please. Oh my gosh. I have no ideas if my keys are just sticking or if I'm just pressing down, or if I'm just pressing down, or maybe I just need I'm not sure. Is this like a mechanical keyboard thing that just happens sometimes? If anybody has like any knowledge on mechanical keyboards, like like for people who have knowledge on mechanical keyboards, which by the way I don't really. I'm not a huge like keyboard or like mouse person or whatever. Like I know like some people are really good with their peripherals, which I'm very much so not. What did I just hear? I heard it in game. Where did I hear that? This is a huge cave. It's actually a pretty huge cave, dude. Oh, and there's even like another area that you pop out in down here too. And it goes a little deeper as well. That's so, that is, I love, that is so cool. I also realized that like I'm also kind of like sweating bullets as well. From like, no, because like one, I know I don't have it done for my video editing. Two, like two, DaVinci's Resolve is still causing a ton of issues, right? I've even tried restoring an older backup, like, or well, snapshot of my PC, and even that didn't work. Like, oh my gosh, like it's it's kind of nerve. Found a mushroom. These things are quite rare. Yo, holy shoot, where are you? Okay, I can't see it. Can't see it right now. My entire brain just like can't see. Think I found you. What the? I panicked because I couldn't see. I panicked because I couldn't like see the target. I could hear it, but like I don't have directional hearing in this game. So that's kind of why I hate relying on sight, cause I have the worst sight ever. I have the worst sight ever. It's why I rely on hearing, because my sight is unreliable. And I also can't smell either in this game, so like I guess like I can't rely on that either. I just realized that like 90% of my survival instincts rely on like my hearing and my sense of hearing and smell versus like my actual sight. Like these videos require sight, which is why I struggle so much with them. It's ins Oh, this is this is a pretty nice sight actually. Look at this. Oh, that's pretty. That is a really good sight. Oh, the mountain's a little flat at the top. Oh, imagine if it was a lot. Imagine if the world height was a lot taller, and we like imagine if we gave this like something kind of wants me to give like make like a little thing that like makes that I kind of want to like remap, like I kind of want to like take the I kind of want to like figure out how to like have like the world height extended to unlimited, and then I'm just gonna take this entire the world gen from this version, right, and like put it in like well, actually wait, I think there's a mod that does that. Isn't it called better beta, or no, or is it I know it's something beta. I think it moderner beta. There we go. It's called moderner beta. Like, which you can do that. Which I think however, like what I'd want to do is I'd want to like is like have it not worry about a 128 block height difference, and like look at that and be like, okay, so I have more room to just continue. And then I just wonder what type of terrain we could get from that. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh, this is why I like exploring. Like, I mean, like, I do like exploring, right? Like, yeah, you don't really have to explore much in this version, but, like, times you find like magnificent structures like this. I don't know what I'd do with this, or at least at the moment, like, seriously, because like, anyone have any suggestions? Go ahead and leave them, right? Because like, that'd be kind of fun. But yeah, I had to like re-record like the entirety of the episode, the entirety of the video that I was making on Vintage Story. I ended up like losing the video recordings because I forgot to like back them up. Yeah, this is gonna be a common theme. I hope you know this. It's gonna be a pretty common theme. Like it's because I'm very bad at remembering to take backups. A lot of people tell me they're like, but you do programming on occasion. Why don't you do backups? Because I forget. And on top of that, half the time I just don't even half the time my brain just doesn't operate the same way. So it just like what people would know to immediately do to back up, my brain just doesn't think about it at the time, especially whenever the only thing that my brain currently cares about in that sort of situation is like, does it work, right? And even half the time, like, I wouldn't even share like my share what I've made, because one, it's you'd be better, you would have more sanity looking at like you'd have more sanity looking at like something from a actually, I mean, like, it's definitely way easier to read than some people I've seen who've actually used like Claude code, but like, still, mine's not easy to read. Like, and also I make some really dumb decisions, to be fair, whenever I have modified things, or even just like I have, yeah, like I've, it's not. Yeah, obviously we all know that none of us are gonna be perfect about that either. That's okay. That is such a cool sight. From even like this view, it looks quite good. A thing that I could do is I'm trying to figure out like what I could do with like that, if I could like stretch it down here. But like I don't want to as well. Like weirdly enough, like if you were like actually building like a castle or like some sort of base, if you didn't have to, like, you would use the you'd use your surroundings as to your advantage as well, because like one, that you'll need any advantage you get whenever it comes to because mainly in the medieval ages, like, castles were usually built to protect castle walls were built to protect against like actual like threats and such, and not even just to like look pretty. But yet again, this does look really nice from down here. I mean, like, that was a pretty good bit, because like we do need like a ton of flowers and such. Look at that, we've got all of our mushrooms all the way across. Like, now we just need red mushrooms. Then we'll have every mushroom type, I think. We'll have every mushroom type, and we'll be doing pretty good on that one as well. Like, that's amazing, actually. Oh yeah, I forgot, if I do that, it saves it. Oh. We're gonna try to like fill this entire bit, because like, which we could do multiple types of mushrooms as well. Like, the thing is with mushrooms is like they're all like like, they're not exact, like, they're more, you can't, they're more like something that you would have more sanity if you tried to not classify them, if that makes sense. You just give them their own classification, and then you give them a basic classification that is so unbelievably broad. You might as well just call them their own separate tree of life, essentially. Like, it's kind of spectacular, actually, like mushrooms as a whole, like all of like the different fungi and such. Because some of them are like some of them you have are so similar to you, or like even a cow or a chicken or a sheep, or like literally anything, or like some of them are even just outright similar to like wood and such, it seems. Or well, especially which I wouldn't recommend using them as wood. They would not make the best. They would not make the best wood sculptures at all. Because one, they're soft. Two, like, yeah, they look hard. Like, some of them just look like absolutely like they would like, have you ever, like, like those like those mushrooms on the side of trees, right? Some of those I think there's some. I think I've seen ones that are like huge. Like, I mean, like ones that look like they could support the weight of people, but I know for sure that they wouldn't. Like, but as a kid, like, my entire brain was just like, oh, imagine if they could, like, hold the weight of a person. That would be kind of cool. Even though they won't. It was still an intrusive thought as a kid. Right? You tend to have a ton of intrusive thoughts that makes you wonder, like, what if I did that? Despite my parents' warnings. Oh, wait, that's like 90% of childhood, actually. Actually, I think that's one of the more common childhood things I've seen. I think here I just need diamonds. This slot here, I'm saving for diamonds. I'm hoping I get diamonds eventually. But currently the thing is with diamonds in this version is, like, I think I've dug for like for for literal kilometers and didn't find a single diamond. Like, cause like this version has diamonds. Trust me, people have diamonds in this version. I think sometimes I wonder if I'm crazy or if I just get like or if this is like a. Cause I don't even think in the last one I had any diamonds. I was like sticking with purely like irons for the longest for like I was still sticking with iron from like every single time. I seem to always like have iron and only iron. Um let's see here. I mean, like, I could just try to like mine a bit of like this as well. Cause like this right here is the cobblestone gen. Does anybody remember Mo creatures, or even and such? I think it was Freaks and Weirdos as well was another one. Was another like strange mod from like beta and such. It was quite a fun little it was quite fun to think about now that I think which I mods just don't seem as like as whack as they used to be. I mean, like, some of them are. Some of them, no, they're not really that whack like they used to be. Now that I think about it, like, I think, like, I think like Skyblock actually came in like beta, like as well. Like I think wasn't it like beta 1.8, I believe? It's when Skyblock was made, I think. I don't know, or was it or was it beta 1.7? I don't know. At this point, like I at this point sometimes I remember things being in beta, but here to find out my brain just like lacked its of course skewed the memory again. Skews everything. Because I do want to eventually get my hands on obsidian, right? And I don't think, and I'm unsure if like I could just like, I don't think I could just mine it with an iron pick. I know this version it's a little easier to mine obsidian if I remember properly. Because obsidian is just like a natural like glass and such, a little more opaque than others. Which I mean like I think I've rarely ever like I think in Vintage Story I've rarely ever found like I think I've rarely found any of those and I found obsidian. And every time I do, I get really excited. Cause one, especially like normally, like but normally by the time I find the stuff in Vintage Story, I'm like already in like I already have like I'm like barely I'm just started breaching copper tools. Started making copper tools and such. It's like I mean which yeah, it's I'm starting to wonder if like that's not if it's even worth doing that. Like if it's just more worth it if I just went out of my way and I mean technically it's still a renewable source either way. Either way, we still have a renewable source of this. You know, like when some things I'm wondering why is like why I can't turn this into that. I've never really understood that, right? Like Minecraft, like I think like in one of my I think like one of the things that I've one of the things I was looking into, right, was like what if I did this and then turned it into that and then turned it into that. Right, because one, cobblestone is renewable, right? Gravel apparently is also renewable, but that also requires gold, which requires a whole nother farm, and at that point I'm just too lazy to do all that. Heard something. Keep hearing things, man. Alright, which like here is our did I even finish this area? No, I have not. I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing for the walls. I think the ceiling I was gonna like tile or something, but what? Is that like real life or in game? I can't even tell anymore. Like I don't have my it's not I don't have it coming through my headphones, so like I don't have it coming through headphones because currently I'm not using them. Right? Is my game sounds even coming through? No. No, apparently my game sounds just are not coming through. Yeah. Huh. That's why. Oh, why did you change? What did you do? Okay, let's there we go. There we go, that's more like it. There we go, now that that's all done, let's go ahead and head over to our stonemason and let's grab some of the stuff we need from from this area. Those slabs, right? Since because like these slabs are and are like one of those things that like we don't need a crazy amount of, right? Feels like we're just gonna be doing like half a layer because like stacking them on top of each other isn't a very efficient way of doing it either. That's just kind of let's grab a pickaxe because let's grab a couple, maybe like 2 pickaxes will do it. I think like 2 pickaxes will definitely make sure that like we have. Let's head back up over through here and let's at least finish that off. Apparently, like, I'm not very good at finishing things now, am I? I have a feeling that this is going to require a bit more than 1 pickaxe, a bit more than 2 pickaxes now that I think about it. Let's go. Now the thing is you can't, if you do that, that's the reason why I said you only need 1 layer, because doing multiple layers requires a block above it in order to place it, so requires no blocks above it in order to place that, which makes it so like you can't even use full blocks there, which is completely okay actually. I kind of want to keep this, I kind of want to like make this like wood, like just like this area specifically to be kind of wood, and that's about it. That's about that, and that's only that area though. Any other area just doesn't feel like it needs that. It would also kind of like give it a little extra bit of depth there. Like, I'm not sure if I'll do like planks or whatnot. Maybe actually wait, maybe. Hold on, we might have this actually. Yeah, we might not actually need that many pickaxes. Now, one thing I've also noticed is I keep getting shown things like I show speed and like Kai. I have no idea who any of those people are. Like, but like every single time like I'm scrolling through the internet doing research for things as well, it seems like they always end up showing up. It's like and here to find out from like somebody who watches them. It's like apparently they were doing like a hardcore. They were like fighting like all the bosses in Minecraft in hardcore. So I'm like, if they forgot the the elder guardian, they didn't fight them all. Apparently, they included the warden, which, I mean, technically the warden isn't considered a boss, but like, you know what? Fair enough. The warden isn't a boss per se. Like, it's more of an obstacle if you think about it. It's more of an like I don't know how else I would think about it, right? Because like clearly they don't have it listed as a boss. It has a amount. It has more health than most bosses. So you can consider it a boss, I guess. I guess it depends on what your idea of what a boss really is in a game. Alright, and now what I can do. There we go. Now we have this. Yeah, there we go. And I gotta get rid of that. Let me... The fact that that was just like one short. Oh, the big axe broke at such a poor time. But I mean, like, hey, it could have been worse. To be fair, it could have been a lot worse. Like, technically, if like there wasn't a double block placement constantly, even with a single right click. By the way, it does this with every. Well, which by the way, I think that. But by the way, I only have like one mouse, and like it's like apparently like made for like FPS games or whatever. Like I don't get the difference between like a mouse. It's kind of just like a mouse. Like a mouse to me is just kind of a mouse. It's a tool you use to use your computer. I don't really see like what's so special with like a lot of them actually. Let's see here. I could go out of my way and well, what if I made like a canopy or something like that? Like a short like 2-block canopy. Maybe not. Because it's like I'll probably maybe not. It'll be all right. There's one thing I realized is I'm not sure if that roof is safe. Probably not, but like I mean I mean the roof isn't always going to be isn't always going to be very safe. All right, let's go like this. There we are. Ooh, like imagine if like I went in, ooh, like I could like I think like having those in there, right? Looking like they're ready to like they're basically ready to smelt at any moment. Though yet again, because like my brain's like super like tired and doesn't and kind of needs a moment to actually like finish like a lot of the things that I've had started. I think like one of the main things is like currently like dishes as well, like before I even do much else. Like I did promise my grandma a few days ago that I would do it, and my brain's just hasn't been up to up to par like at the moment, and I feel quite bad because like I promised her I'd do dishes, And then I didn't keep that, and now I feel awful. So like, I'll have to like do that, and I hope you all have a nice rest of your day. And if you and so please do take care of yourself. Stay safe. Make sure to rest and do whatever you need to, as you can't really have a functioning body without rest. You can't really have a functional body without any sort of rest. So while we let this go, I'll see you in the very next one, where I'll end up, well, seeing you right here. Take care. Goodbye.